Welcome to WeLearn. This is session number 6 of Multimedia Computing. In this session, we are going to cover following topics: multimedia compression techniques and standards. And we discuss three of them. One is JPEG, MPEG, and DVI. First is JPEG. The full form is Joint Photographic Expert Group. This is the first international digital image compression standard for continuous tone, still images, both grayscale and color. It represents the best image compression technology at the time of 1992. It may be one of the best compression technology today. This compression technique was developed by a joint photographic expert group, namely ITU, US, and ISO. The JPEG is now widely used in application involving images. The compression techniques जो आपकी ये JPEG है वो नॉर्मली एक ग्रुप ने डेवलप करी थी जिसका नाम था जॉइंट फोटोग्राफिक एक्सपर्ट ग्रुप और इसलिए हमने इसका नाम JPEG रख दिया. Now JPEG compress about 20:1 before visible image degradation occurs, but at higher compression rate it is lossy, sacrificing a lot of image data when a compression ratio of 30:1 is applied to a full color frame of video. The image storage requirement is just reduced from 1000K to 33K, and the data transfer rate is just reduced about 1 MB per second. So greatly reduced in terms of values. To compress the image in JPG, the image is divided into 8x8 pixel blocks, and the resulting 64 pixels are mathematically described relative to the characteristics of the pixel in the top left corner. And the binary description of this particular relation requires 4 less than 64 pixels, so more information can be transmitted in particular less amount of time. JPG जो कंप्रेस करता है उसकी स्पीड बहुत ज़्यादा स्लो होती है. JPG को जब हम परफॉर्म करते हैं स्पेसिफाई करते हैं 4 मोड्स ऑफ ऑपरेशन. One of them is lossy sequential DCT based encoding, in which the image component is encoded into a single left to right, top to bottom scan. This is the baseline mode. Then is your expanded lossy DCT based encoding, which provide enhancement to the baseline mode. Then is your lossless encoding, in which the image is encoded to guarantee the exact reproduction. And then is your hierarchical encoding, in which the image is encoded in multiple resolution. तो हम image को कैसे encode करते हैं उस पर डिपेंड करते हैं ये चारों के चारों मोड जो आपके ऑपरेशंस के हैं जो JPG आपको प्रोवाइड करता है. नाउ हाउ इट ऑपरेशन कैरी फॉरवर्ड इन JPEG. In this you can see there are 3 stages. First, the JPG divide the image into 8x8 pixel, then calculate its DCT, that is discrete cosine transformation from each block, and then a quantizer rounds off the DCT coefficient according to the quantization matrix, and this step produces a lossy nature of JPG but allow for large compression ratios. The run length and Huffman encoding is also used for compression, and for decompression JPEG recovers the quantized DCT coefficient from the compressed data stream, which takes an inverse transform and display the image. So normally आपका ये ऑपरेशन है जो आपकी सोर्स इमेज थी पहले आपने उसको DCT के थ्रू ट्रांसफॉर्म किया, देन वही क्वांटाइज किया, क्वांटाइज मीन्स इंटीजर्स में कन्वर्ट किया, एंड देन कोई भी एंट्रोपी आपकी जो एनकोडिंग होती हैं लाइक हुफमैन एनकोडिंग को यूज़ करके हमने उसे एक एनकोडेड इमेज के अंदर कन्वर्ट कर दिया. Next is your MPEG, that is Moving Picture Expert Group. This particular group has been developed in 1988 by a Moving Picture Expert Group, which is a working group convened by the International Standard Organization, that is ISO, and the International Electrotechnical Commission IEC, just to create the standard for digital representation of moving pictures and the associated audio and अदर डाटा. तो MPEG आपके एक मूविंग पिक्चर्स के साथ यूज़ होता है जहाँ पे आपके साउंड मीन्स ऑडियो भी रिलेट होता है. देर आर मैनी वर्जन्स MPEG 1, MPEG 2 और MPEG 3 एंड रिसेंटली MPEG 4. The MPEG has become the method of choice for encoding motion images because it has become a widely accepted for both the internet and DVD videos. There are many hardwares and software in the market that particularly support these standards, and the MPEG is suitable for symmetric as well as your asymmetric compression. Now, what is symmetric and asymmetric? Asymmetric compression requires more effort for encoding and coding. In this case, the compression is carried out once, whereas decompression is performed many times. A typical application area is retrieval system. On the other hand, in symmetric compression, it's just known to accept equal effort for compression and decompression processes. So, interactive dialogue application make use of this encoding technique. तो अगर आप सिर्फ रिट्रीवल मोड में सिस्टम को यूज़ कर रहे हैं, मीन्स आप जस्ट अपना रिलेटेड डाटा ले रहे हैं मल्टीमीडिया के फॉर्म में, तो वो आपकी असिमेट्रिक कंप्रेशन है. और अगर आप इंटरैक्टिव डायलॉग एप्लीकेशंस को यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो देन यू आर यूजिंग अ सिमेट्रिक कंप्रेशन. नाउ दिस इज़ वीडियो एनकोडिंग एंड दिस पिक्चर एक्सप्लेन दैट देयर आर 4 टाइप्स ऑफ इमेज एनकोडिंग फॉर प्रोसेसिंग. लाइक आपकी ये पूरी इमेज है जिसके अंदर आपको दिखा रखा है कि आपके अलग अलग फ्रेम्स हैं. लाइक किसी एक फ्रेम पे आई है, किसी पे बी और किसी पे पी. तो ये नॉर्मली एक अलग अलग फ्रेम्स को रिप्रेजेंट करता है जो आप MPEG के अंदर यूज़ करते हैं. MPEG distinguishes 4 type of image encoding for processing, and to achieve a high compression ratio, the temporal redundancy, that is your timely based of subsequent pictures, must be exploited, and this requires the interframe coding. The frames are I frame, P frame, B frame, and your D frame. I is intra-coded frame. This particular intra-coded frame are coded without reference to other frame. And the next is your predictive coded frame that are coded more efficiently using motion compensated prediction from the past I frame, and the generally referred as reference for further predictions. And then is your B frame, which is your bidirectional predictive code frame that provides the highest degree of compression but requires both past and the future reference frames. Then is your D frame. D frame are DC coded frame, and these are coded without reference to your other frames. So these are the 4 frames, and that's why हम अलग अलग फ्रेम्स को यूज़ करते हैं, बिकॉज हमने इसके अंदर बताया कि हम उसे कोड कैसे करते हैं उनकी टेक्निक्स पे डिपेंड करता है कि हमने कौन सा फ्रेम यूज़ किया है. जैसे नॉर्मली अगर आई और पी को हम कहें तो दीज आर योर रेफरेंस फ्रेम्स, and then your P and B are your predictive coded frame. The I frame may occur every half second to give a reasonable fast access, with 2 B frame inserted between each pair of I or P frame. Like in the figure, frame 1 and 9 are your I frame, which is coded without reference to other frames, and frame 5 is your P frame, which is encoding with reference to the first frame. Frame 2, 3, 4 are your B frame, and which are coded with reference to both first and fifth. If B are used for some reordering of the frame is necessary, because B frame are coded using bidirectional motion compensated predictions that can only be decoded only after the future reference frames, which is your I and P frame. So in this picture you can see the B, P and I frames and how they depends on each other. Then is your MPEG1. As we know, there are 4 types of MPEG. The first is your MPEG1. This particular is adopted in 1992, and it target applications for a compressed CD quality, and it handles the only progressive videos, so interlaced video must first be converted. Now, terms are input format for MPEG1. Maximum frame size is 4095 cross 4095, and maximum frame rate is 60 frames per second. Then as per as group of pictures, that is GOP, perhaps the most important structure in this coding. It consists of 3 types like I, P and B. Then is your macro blocks. It defines as 16 into 16 blocks together with the 2 corresponding 8 cross 8 blocks. Then is your motion compensation. Details of the motion estimation techniques that are not specified in the standard. Then is your macro block types, and each macro block type has the flexibility to choose between the several basic coding modes. Then is your quantization, fixed quantizer with frequent dependent step size. And last is bitrate. which is limited to 1.862 mbits per second. Then is your MPEG-2. This is a compatible extension to MPEG-1. It targets higher bitrate than your previous one and also broader application. The prime application for this is broadcasting TV, videos on demand, and HD TV. Typical MPEG rate is 4 mbits per second. It supports 4 levels in all: simple, main plus, and next. And each profile is particularly divided into 4 levels, and levels are low, main, high, 1440, and high, characterized by picture size, frame rate, and maximum bitrate. The basic upgraded features of this particular MPEG-2 are: they allow for interlaced video and exploit the redundancy between the old and the even fields. Then it provides the improved quantization and coding option. It offers some degree of scalability. And lastly, it requires motion vectors to be half pixel accurate. It has a flag for a film compression using 3:2 pull down technique. And last standard is MPEG-4. It is designed to provide an audio-visual standard allowing for interactivity, high compression, and or universal accessibility. It will also features object-oriented video coding. Next standard is DVI, Digital Video Interactive. DVI is a programmable compression decompression technology which is based on Intel i750 chipset. And this hardware consists of two VLSI, that is very large scale integrated component, to separate the image processing and the display function. There are 2 levels of compression in DVI. The 2 of them are production level video and the real time video. First is your production level video. It is just asymmetric compression technique for encoding full motion or color video, and it requires the compression be performed by Intel at its facilities. And on the other hand, real time video, it provides the image quality comparable to frame ratio or frame rate JPEG, and uses a symmetrical, that is variable rate compression, and these both of them use variable compression rates. DVI algorithms compress the video at the ratios of 8:1 and 160:1. This used to play back a music in a full frame size or full color at 30 frames per second. When we tie in with a mainframe computer, the DVI playback approaches the quality of the broadcast video. तो normally videos के purposes से हम DVI use करते हैं. It also specifies the high quality audio and still image compression, and for still image we have JPEG. The video quality in PLV mode is very good and allow for use in retrieval mode where the response is not needed. Just हम उसमें से values को retrieve कर रहे हैं, interactive mode में नहीं होते. The RETV mode is good and quite convincing for many application. Do it yourself. First question is explain JPEG and how data is compressed using this. Secondly, explain DVI, where it is normally used. Thank you. Happy learning. Free learning.